Welcome to Headspace, where each week we take a look at how to hone in a Christ-driven mindset. We approach the daily life, struggles, and whatever else we may face today through a modern-day Christian lens. My name is Caleb, and I'm hosting today with...
It's your boy Cameron!
This week we're talking about how to do... Oh, wait, I was on the wrong script.
Yeah, you see, that's funny, but that's okay.
Okay, so...
You see, we don't have a script.
It's fine. What? Script? Who? Anyway, we're going to introduce our podcast. Explain how it came about and what listeners can expect from future episodes.
Yep.
Like more professionality. Is that a word?
One of our viewers, tell us if it's a word. It's innocent. Anyways.
He's assuming we have viewers. So are we actually doing this? This podcast, is it really happening?
Yeah.
Is it real?
I mean, it can be as real as you want it to be.
Oh man. All right. Why don't you apply for those No, for real. Hold up. Those places that write the fortune cookies, little notes. Cuz that was deep and we're like not even a minute in.
Yeah, I hit you with that extra sauce, but in this case, since we're talking about I hit you with that fortune.
You hit me with that fortune? All right.
Fortune. Feel blessed.
So on this blessed vibe, why don't you break down what our episodes will look like each week?
So every week, whoever's hosting will talk about something deep and meaningful.
Example?
Like the phrase, wise are the ones who listen.
Are you trying to make a point or... Okay. I'm listening.
You're getting it. So we're going to break down something deep and have some fun mixed in, like a fun little Jesus camp for third graders, but slightly more serious. For arts and crafts, we've upgraded from crayons to colored pencils.
I hate crayons.
Me too. This week looks a little different as it's our first week, so bear with us. But moving forward, we'll have a couple segments, including my personal favorite, Squirrel Thoughts, with ya boy, Cameron. Squirrel Thoughts. We'll introduce that next week, but it's my favorite. Then we'll have weekly updates and other fun stuff. After we have successfully made you cringe enough, we'll hop into the main discussion.
So, am I speaking now?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. For a second, I thought you told me to explain the podcast, but Caleb, please, go ahead.
I know you're hitting us with these fortunes and all, okay, but it's fortunes, not flames. So if you could stop flaming me,
all right,
I would appreciate it.
I'm saved, not perfect.
Definitely not.
Now, we're
gonna talk about that in a future episode. Actually,
as fun as roasting you is, please go on. I can't do too much damage in one episode.
You gotta love the commentary, guys. As Cameron explained,
Sponsored by McDonald's.
No. Okay. As Cameron explained, we have a few segment ideas. We're still ironing everything out. But I'm pretty sure we've got the main idea down, which is to have some lighthearted fun. Then break down how we can approach modern day issues with the right headspace. Because whatever the situation, headspace, it matters. Which actually brings us to our next topic-ish. Cameron, our slogan as of now is Headspace, it matters. Why don't you try and break down real quick what that means and why we ended up sticking with that?
Well, first I'd like to note that was pretty good what we did. Headspace, it matters. Yeah, that whole thing. But anyways, while we were coming up with trying to figure out something that would really catch people, went through a few ideas but ended up sticking with this one because we really want to express to people that a lot of people tend to overlook the mindset. Everyone's focused on the outside circumstances.
Definitely.
No one really thinks about the inside. Where's your head at? And it really does matter. The series is aimed to focus on what's going up there. Where's your mindset at? What does the Bible say about it? I'm going to be walking through this journey together with you guys, and me and Caleb, we're going to do this together to a nourishing headspace. I think
Promotional on episode 1.
I think everyone, including us, can benefit from the idea and the things we're going to talk about throughout the series. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think you encapsulated fancy words, explained really well what our core ideals
Thank
are
you.
here.
Just thank you for explaining that to everyone who has a small brain like me.
Right, how we laid out the foundation for this series and what we hope to accomplish moving forward. I'm really excited too, and I'm excited to see what God does with this series and beginning this walk towards a better mindset.
Yeah, really, like, not only for the listeners, but for me as well. There are some days I just, like, wake up and want to,
Grouchy,
like, throw a rock out the window.
kids screaming.
Yeah, there's some days that I just have a bad mindset.
God, is it really bad to pop pills? Yes, it is.
And I learn better through teaching, which is kind of weird.
Also, future podcast episode topic. Anyway. Oh yeah. I agree. I'm ready to walk through this myself with you and with the listeners out there. I think there's a lot we can all learn here.
Yeah. I mean, a lot. Like,
yeah.
I really want to emphasize a lot.
Oh yes.
Sorry.
I'm excited.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, inquiries, or prayer requests, feel free to email us at headspacepodcast@email.com. I know it's weird, but
it works.
It works because Headspace.
Yeah. It matters. Hit us up. Any questions?
That's gonna get really old. So
oh no, that's our slogan.
Also, if you'd like to connect with us more, hit up our social network. You can hit us up on Instagram at Headspace Podcast. If you want to DM us something like personal that you can't find our email, you can email us there. Also, to all the ladies listening, I'm just kidding. If you want to follow me on Instagram for, like, just why not? It's
Self-promote.
Yeah, self-promote. You want to self-promote?
No. Go ahead.
I'm going to self-promote for him. I'm just kidding. I don't even know your Instagram username.
Oh, wow.
But my Instagram...
Well, it's Caleb_Tucker15.
See, I gotcha. Anyways, my username is CamT13_. No caps, no spaces. But anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, so you can definitely check out our Instagram for updates on the weekly podcasts and just fun posts, to get more involved. So with that said, I thank you all for listening. Don't miss next week's episode. Subscribe.
Ooh, next week,
subscribe and tune in to hear from Cameron.
Yep.
And a little disclaimer, I might regretting letting him take charge. So let's just hope nothing explodes.
Hey, the
What?
only thing that's gonna be exploding is my love for Jesus.
And
right?
there you have it. You heard it from the man himself, guys.
If you want to know what next week's podcast is gonna be, we might split it up into a part series. It just matters, but it's mainly gonna be about what depression is and what it isn't, and then how to counter it with Jesus. So yeah, let's get ready.
So tune in next week to see just what Cameron's explosive love for Jesus looks like, as well as the other topics he just mentioned. And as you go through your week, remember, Headspace, it matters.
We're gonna hop on out. Good Friday. Peace.